Excuse me. Well, Matt and Layla just left to go back to Massachusetts. It was nice to have them here for the weekend and to go to my graduation. It was nice. We found our house here in Arkansas. And we chose a house. And the seller's gonna let it close when ours closes on sale, when it sells and closes. So we have a house here. It needs a little work. Actually, it needs a lot of work. But there's a lot of potential there. It just needs some tough love. And Matt needs a project when he gets down here. So it'll be good. We just need this house to sell. And then they'll be back down soon. It's just hard. It's hard being away. But I know it's the right thing. I know it's what God is planning for us. And I don't know why we're in this season. I don't. But I know God is going to let everything come together as it's supposed to. Because I trust Him. And I have all my faith in Him. And I know He's going to take care of us. Because He always provides. He always does. So doesn't make it easy though. Sorry, I'm a mess. It's just hard to say goodbye. But my graduation was nice. That was good. Oh my gosh, I got a piece of tissue stuck in my nose here. Sorry about that. I can't breathe because of all the crying. Oh, I hate crying. I hate crying so much. And I thought I was held together enough to make this video. But the minute I said that they just left, I kind of lost it there again. Sorry. So graduation was awesome. My school picked me as a featured graduate, which meant I got to do like an interview, and they got like all these pictures of me and all these video, and like it's cool. I kind of froze during the interview a little bit. It's hard for me, as y'all see, my testimony is like an hour and a half long, and it doesn't even really cover everything. It just highlights all the really big events. But it's hard for me to talk about it. It's hard for me to like find the right words to say without causing trouble for other people. And I know that sounds weird, but in my head it doesn't. But my mom and my grandma drove in from South Carolina. My husband, Matt, and Layla, my daughter, drove from Massachusetts all the way down to Arkansas to surprise me and get here early. So, because we were all going to meet at the college. Everyone was going to meet in Alabama at school. But Matt left early. And Matt and Layla came straight to Arkansas. So they drove 22 hours here. And then they got, like, I don't know, a 5-hour nap because they got 2 hours and then woke up and then got 3 hours. So they got like a 5-hour nap. And then we drove another 8.5 hours to Alabama so I could do the interview. And then we all went to bed. My grandma and my mom got in on Thursday as well. So we all went out to dinner together. We said hello, blah, 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 and spent a little time together. And then we all went to sleep. And I let everyone else crash. But, like, I got up at 3 because I just couldn't sleep anymore. So then I made my little testimony video. Which God has been convicting me for so long to make it, and I just have not had the guts to do it. I've just been brushing it off, and I think God made me do the interview so I would feel more comfortable to do it, and then I froze and I couldn't do it. I couldn't talk about everything. I wanted to so bad, I just couldn't. I don't know what happened. I feel silly. But I'm excited to see the interview. Oh my gosh, the people were amazing. I love CSU. Columbia Southern University is just the most amazing school you could ever go to. So if you're ever, like, going to school or going back to school or have friends or family that are going to go to school, I highly suggest look up Columbia Southern University and see if they fit what you're looking for, because they really do help you from your very first application all the way through graduation and then some. Like, they took such lovely care of me, and they're just the sweetest people, the most amazing people you will ever meet work there. I swear, they find, like, the best ones. But, and this is not a sponsored ad, I promise. But then I was excited. I couldn't sleep anymore, so I made my video. And then it was graduation day. So that was the morning of graduation. So it was really exciting. And I've never graduated before. I got my GED. Like, I dropped out of school young. I got my GED a few years later. So no prom, no, graduation, homecoming. I didn't do none of that. So to be there and walk across the stage, and I cried. I'm sure they got me crying. I think they got me crying. I hope not. Oh, I cried a lot this weekend. I hate crying, and I cried so much this weekend. It was an amazing milestone, and I'm going to do it again next year. I don't know if it's going to be next year. I'm hoping it'll be next year. But I'm in for my master's. So when I graduate with my master's, I am absolutely going to go back and walk across that stage again. And then I'm going to do it again for my doctorate. And I might even do it a 4th time if I decide to do the PhD. Because the doctorate is more for, like, field work, and a PhD is more for, like, research. But I haven't decided what I'm going to do after my doctorate yet. But I am absolutely going to be going all the way for my doctorate. When I joined CSU, I was like, I'll just get my bachelor's. And then within a week, I was talking to the intake person. I don't know what they're officially called. I forget. It's not the advisor. It's the person before the advisor. Like, you have your admissions, and then you have your intake worker, and then you have another lady that helps get you settled into, courses, and then she transfers you over to advisement. Usually that's the process. Oh, at CSU, I had my application, and then an intake worker and a second intake worker that helped transfer me into the advising. So I only had 2 instead of 4, which was awesome. They just simplified the process. And the first lady was amazing. Like, I talked to her for like an hour and a half on the phone, making sure CSU was the right fit for me. But the second lady, like, within a week of joining, I think I was like, how do you get a doctorate? Because I was only going to do my bachelor's, but then I was like, do you have to have a master's, or can I just go straight to the doctorate? And she was like, no, this is how it works. So I was like, okay. So I am currently in for my master's, and I do plan to go through to my doctorate. But Matt got me a little graduation bear and had Layla give it to me. It was so sweet. And then I got a challenge coin from school. I actually got two. So I kept one and I gave one to Matt because it's just as much his degree as mine. He supported me all the way through. He's my husband. He's the one that motivates me and tells me to go and do these things that I don't think I can achieve. He just sees something in me that I have never seen. And I love him so much for that. Um, and then we all had a lovely dinner. Oh no, and then my poor grandmother, she got sick from the dinner. I felt so bad. She was sick all night, I guess. And then she had to drive back. So, and then after graduation came dinner, and originally we were going to just drive straight through after dinner, but because graduation went super long, because there was like 650 students that were graduating on the evening ceremony, the PM ceremony. The AM ceremony had like 600 or something, or 550, and then the afternoon one had 650 students walking across that stage. They said it was the largest graduating class the university has ever had. So that's amazing. I'm pretty excited for that. It's a lot of people who have changed their lives for the better. And then we were just so exhausted because by the time we got out of dinner, by the time we got out of graduation, we went straight to dinner. By the time we got out of dinner, it was like 8:30. I think it was wicked late. So we just decided to crash because we were both exhausted. Poor Matt had a migraine the whole day. He woke up with a migraine, but he got through the graduation. Layla was pretty good. She did all right, so that was awesome. And we just slept until like 1 o'clock in the morning and then got up and drove straight back here. So we were here for first thing in the morning because Arkansas was supposed to get a huge storm and I wanted to make sure I was here for anything that went down for work. And then, because I didn't want us driving in that either. But mainly because I needed to be here in case something happened. And then we looked at a house yesterday. Did not like it at all. It was so small. Like the house itself wasn't small. I mean, it kind of was, but the property, like you thought it was going to be this big property, and then you get there and it's like all fenced in, and it was not as big as they made it look. So then we went today and we looked. Matt woke up with another headache today. Poor thing. So we did not go to church. He didn't get to meet any of my work friends or any of my friends from church. I wanted him to meet everybody's this weekend, and the poor thing couldn't meet anybody. I felt so bad. But he just laid down and stuff and nursed his headache until we had to leave to go look at the house. And then we went and looked at the house, and he really liked it. And I see the potential in it. I absolutely, and you can live there while you're working on it, making it something new, like we did with our house in Massachusetts. So, yeah, that's where we're at. We are gonna buy that house as soon as our house sells. We are going to hopefully have an open house this weekend. I think Sunday. Our realtor she has to check her schedule when she gets home. She's just not home right now, so when she gets home she has to check her schedule. But we've slashed the price pretty decent. I think we've dropped it like $60,000 from first listing it. So if you know anyone looking for a house, the Berkshires has a beautiful Lindell Cedar style log home. Well, it's not, I mean, she keeps calling it a log home, but it's really not a log. It's a cedar home. It's not logs. Like you say log home, you think actual logs, but it's not logs, it's cedar. So, but it's a beautiful house with a beautiful property. And if we didn't move, we never would have sold it. So y'all are getting something really special. Whoever buys that house is really lucky. They're getting something incredibly special that we have put a lot of time, energy, effort, and love into. And it is a beautiful, beautiful house. But we will do the same to the house here that we just found in Arkansas. And now that we found a house, I think, I don't know. I don't know what I think. I just know God is going to provide. He always does. He makes sure that we are taken care of. Um, and we just continue to trust Him and pray and have faith. And that's all we can do. Because even though I would love to control every single situation, sorry, my nose ring was spun, so I had to like spin it back. Even though I would love to control every single situation ever, you know, if I could just puppet the entire universe, um, I would love that. But that is just not how life works. I'm a super control freak, as you can tell. I like to control things. I like things done a certain way, and that's just because of the OCD in me, and that's just how it is. So, but I do try to be good. I do understand I am a control freak. I do know when to stop and back off. just, just a little bit. Uh, but so Matt and Layla have just left. They're on their way to Massachusetts. They will get there around 5 o'clock. No, around 3 o'clock. Oh no, because it's 5 o'clock here, so it's 6 o'clock there. So they will get there around 4 o'clock. They'll get there around 4, depending on how many stops they make. If they make tons of stops, it'll probably be more like 5. So yeah, probably about 5 o'clock because of the time jump. Now I'm going to make Matt's resume. We're gonna chat on the phone after my computer charges because Layla killed it because she was watching Coco Melon. Because the TVs here only get one channel and they're cop shows, which I don't mind. I enjoy true crime, but Layla doesn't want to watch true crime. So I just put Coco Melon on my laptop for that I usually use to do my schoolwork. That little Chromebook, and she killed it. So now it's charging, and I have to wash it because it's all sticky. Because you know, little kids, sticky fingers, touching it. It's a touch screen. So once that's charged, I'm gonna call Matt and we're gonna talk, and I'm gonna fill out his resume as we talk. He's gonna tell me what to put, and I'm gonna fill it out. And I don't know, maybe get him a job down here so we can get my family down here in the meantime and just pay the bills up there and down here. I don't know. I have no idea of what we're gonna do, but that is a real option to look at, and I think that is an option we should look at. So that's where we're at. Just a little update for you. Graduation videos and photos have been posted along with my hour-and-a-half testimony. I did get some photos today. I don't have a lot of photos of me from before, so I did get what I could scrounge together. So I think I'm going to try to do like a little mini cap version of my testimony and just like hit the main points. And just kind of show photos of myself throughout these times. But I don't really have any photos of myself from the first time I got sick. I don't really have any photos of, you know, I literally have 2 photos of myself when I was with my ex. And actually I only have 1 photo when I was with him. And 1 photo is right after I came back. So, and actually I think he had come back too. He came looking for me. So he got up here, and yeah, I think he was still here. So yeah, 2 photos with him. And they're not actually with him. It's not photos with him. That was the season of my life when those photos were taken. And then I'm trying to think of like what photos I have. But we'll go from there. So have a good night, and please pray for us that our house sells. and pray that we are reunited very soon. And pray that Matt and Layla have a very safe trip back home not back home because I am home. They are home. We are home, not where our houses are, but back to Massachusetts. Please let them have safe travels. And have a wonderful night, I guess. I don't know. All right. Toodles.